Self-love in the journey of motherhood. Dear friend, I know you're exhausted, so tired that sometimes you can't find the words to describe it. You still wake up early. You still hold your child close. You still smile, even when tears shimmer behind your gaze. You're still trying, and no one sees everything you've done. But I see. I feel the heavy breaths you never complain about. I feel the weight on your shoulders, not just from work, children, or household duties, but from expectations, from silence, and from the quiet worry, am I doing this right? Being a mother is a sacred journey, but it's also a journey where sometimes you lose yourself. You were once a girl full of light. You loved writing, drawing, watching clouds drift by, wearing that soft pink dress. Then you became someone's mother, and everything shifted to prioritizing your child, your family, the people you love. But what about you, dear friend? Today, I'm not asking you to do more. I'm only inviting you to pause for a moment. Place your hand on your heart. Breathe slowly and say to yourself, I'm tired, and that's okay. I'm learning to be a mother, and I, too, deserve to be loved. There's no right way to be a mother. There's only a heart that tries every day, and that heart deserves to be embraced, even when it's trembling. I'm doing my best with what I have. I allow myself to be tired. I allow myself to be loved even in my imperfect moments. Dear friend, now that we've gently placed a hand on your weary heart, I invite you to look deeper, not at the role of mother, but at the woman inside you, the one who once dreamed, wrote in her diary, let her hair dance in the morning sun. Do you remember her? That woman had a name of her own? Not Na's mom, not his wife, but Asterisk, your asterisk name. With her laughter, her little tantrums, her small sorrows, and those sparkling eyes lit up by a favorite song. You once touched the soft femininity within you, that part that knows how to care, to listen, to feel not just for others, but for yourself. But then, life swept in like a wave. You were carried away. You started thinking, there's no time to do what I love. You dressed for convenience, stopped lingering in front of the mirror. You ate quickly, slept in snatches, and slowly you lost touch with yourself. But dear friend, that woman never disappeared. She's just waiting for you to return. You don't need to run away from home. You don't need to turn off your phone. Just take one slow breath. Just give yourself a kind glance in the mirror. Try placing your hand on your belly and whispering softly, little one, I miss you. I'm sorry for making you wait so long. You're still here, aren't you? You deserve to be called by your name. You deserve to be yourself, not just a mother, but a woman who lives and breathes. When you reconnect with that forgotten femininity, you don't just nurture your child, you nurture your own soul. I am a beautiful and vibrant woman. The femininity within me is blooming again. I am not forgotten. I am being remembered, little by little. Dear friend, now that you've remembered yourself, let me hold your hand as we move to the next part, where you allow yourself to be loved first, not out of selfishness, but because it's the first step to true healing. Dear friend, now that you've touched that forgotten femininity within you, I invite you to do something seemingly small, yet powerful enough to soothe wounds that have long been asleep. Allow yourself to be loved first. I know it sounds selfish, because you're used to putting your child first, putting everyone else first, and leaving yourself last, or not even on the list. You once thought true love meant sacrifice, that if you loved someone enough, you could endure, carry the weight, give all your love to others. But dear friend, you can only give true love when you first immersed yourself in it. Imagine a glass of water being poured. If the glass is empty, you can't offer anyone a sip. But when it's full, you don't have to try, it overflows naturally. And love is the same. You love your child better, hold them more gently, are more patient with them when you are loved by yourself. Do you remember the last time you hugged yourself? Not a quick pat to comfort and get back to work, but a real embrace, in silence, in presence, without conditions. Now, I invite you to try it. Wrap your arms around yourself. Do nothing else. Just hold yourself as you would a tired child and whisper, "I know you're tired, and I'm here to love you." Allow yourself to rest. Allow yourself to say no. Allow yourself to cry without explaining why. That's not weakness. That's love. That's the deep strength every mother deserves to touch. I love myself. I care for myself. I nurture my soul with the tenderness I usually give to others. Dear friend, now that you've begun to pour love back into yourself, let's move to the next part where you return fully to the light in your heart. Dear friend, now, as you've relaxed your shoulders, embraced yourself, and let love flow in like a gentle stream, I invite you to step into the most sacred part of this journey, your heart. Not the heart straining to love the whole world, but the pure heart, before anyone entered it. Your heart whole, breathing, and radiant. Close your eyes and imagine a small, faint light flickering in your chest. You may not have seen it before. You may have thought it went out. But no, dear friend, it never left. It's still there, waiting for you to return. That light is the purest essence of you, not the perfect mother, not the ideal woman. Just you, no roles, no burdens, no need to prove anything. Just light. You were created from love. You live in a body, but your soul is eternal, and the light within you is where everything begins. When you return here, the world outside may not change right away, but inside you, something profound has happened. You've remembered who you are, no longer needing to mother to prove your worth, no longer needing to sacrifice to be seen, no longer chasing any ideal, because you are light. You are love. You are you. Place your hand on your chest, where that light grows with each breath, and say, "I'm home. I'm here. I am me, and I am enough. I am light. I am love. I am a mother. But first, I am myself." Dear friend, your heart is opening, and as it opens, you don't just love your child better, you love life, love yourself, and love even the things you thought you could never reach. Dear friend, now that you've returned to the light in your heart, now that you've seen yourself again gentle, whole, it's time to gently release the things that have quietly weighed you down for so long. Not anyone else, but you, the mother within you. Have Have you ever blamed yourself for snapping? For not being patient enough? For saying something you didn't mean? For sometimes wishing for silence? Or wanting to disappear for a few hours? Have you ever whispered, "I'm such a bad mom. I don't deserve to be a mother"? Have you ever compared yourself to other mothers, those who seem always gentle, always present, always enough? Have you ever lain down at night, watching your child sleep, and cried because you felt you hadn't done enough? Dear friend, I see all of that, and I want to tell you with all truth and love, you're not perfect, and you don't have to be. You are human, a mother learning to love, a mother walking without a map, a mother who has tried harder than she even realizes. You deserve forgiveness, not from your child, not from anyone else, but from yourself. Imagine you're seeing the mother within you, not your reflection in the mirror, but a version of you sitting quietly in the room of your heart. She looks at you, eyes tired, hands trembling slightly, but always open to embrace. Come closer to her, sit down, and whisper, "I'm sorry for making you carry so much for so long. I forgive you for the things you've done imperfectly. I forgive you because you're learning to love, and I love you just as you are." Dear friend, you don't have to wait until you get everything right. Forgiveness isn't a reward for perfection. It's a gift for truth. The truth that you've always tried. I forgive the mother in me. I no longer hold myself captive in guilt. I open my heart, and I am free. You've just set down a burden, an invisible weight you've carried like a silent backpack. Let me guide you to the final part, where you'll see your beauty through the eyes of the child you love most. Dear friend, after all the sleepless nights, after the days you felt you'd fallen apart, after the moments you wondered, "Am I doing enough?" I invite you to pause. Imagine you're bending down beside your child's bed. That little one is looking at you not with comparison, not with expectations, but with round, innocent, trusting eyes. In those eyes, you're not the best mom in the world. You're not the perfect mom by social media standards. You're not the superhero who does it all. In those eyes, you just need to be you, and that is enough. Those eyes look at you with pure love, because your child doesn't need a reason to love you. They love you because you were the first to hold them, because your voice is the one they know even in sleep, because your heart once beat in rhythm with theirs. Dear friend, your beauty lies in your presence, in the hug during mealtime, in the quick kiss before school, in the pause when your child cries, and in the times you fall but keep going. See yourself through those eyes, eyes that don't judge, don't demand, don't count mistakes. They simply say, "This is my mom, and she is everything." You can look into those eyes like a sacred mirror, not to check for flaws, but to remember that you are living, loving, present. I see myself through loving eyes. I am a mother, and I am love-breathing. I am enough not because I'm perfect, but because I'm here with my heart. Dear friend, you've walked a long journey from acknowledging your exhaustion, remembering yourself, to loving yourself, forgiving yourself, and seeing your true beauty. Dear friend, now that you've walked this emotional journey, gently acknowledging your tiredness, naming the forgotten femininity, allowing yourself to be loved, returning to your inner light, forgiving yourself, and seeing your beauty through your child's eyes. I invite you to go deeper still, not to do more, but to meet a soul that's always been there, the little girl inside you. Do you remember when you were a child? A little girl who also needed love, needed hugs, needed someone to say, "You're okay. You don't have to try so hard to be loved." That little girl may have been forgotten amidst the responsibilities of motherhood. You've been so busy caring for your child, you forgot there's a little one living inside you and she's still waiting to be held by her mother. And that mother is you today. Close your eyes and imagine walking into a soft, warm room. In the corner, a little girl sits quietly, curled up, not crying, just silent, waiting. You walk over, kneel down. Don't ask questions, just open your arms. And that little girl, her eyes full of hope, rushes into your embrace. You hold her as if holding yourself in the years when you needed comfort, and no one knew how to give it. You whisper, "Little one, I'm sorry for making you wait so long. From today, I'll be here for you. I'll hold you when you're tired. I'll tell you that you're enough, and I'll love you without conditions." When you become your own loving mother, you don't just nurture your child with love. You nurture yourself. You heal the flow of love in your family. And you create a world where love doesn't flow one way. It's a world where every part of you gets to live and be loved. I am the loving mother to myself. I embrace the little girl inside me with open arms. I love her and I am healing. Dear friend, you've completed a journey, not to become someone else, but to return to yourself a woman, a mother, and a soul learning to love with her whole heart. Dear friend, I know you might be reading this in a quiet evening when your child is asleep and the room is finally yours, if only for a few minutes. You might be reading this with a heart still trembling from things left unsaid, from feelings held back, from sacrifices never acknowledged, from questions no one has answered, and from a love you've given so much of, forgetting to keep some for yourself. Today, you've bravely returned, not to complain, not to find reasons, but to whisper to your heart, you are seen, you are loved, you are no longer left behind. You've walked a journey not on a map, with no road signs, guided only by the quiet beat of your heart and the whisper of your soul calling you home. You've embraced your exhaustion, named the femininity that was asleep, opened your heart to love yourself, returned to your inner light, released guilt, and seen your beauty through a child's eyes before opening your arms and holding yourself like a mother who loves her child with everything she has. And now, I invite you to place your hand on your heart one more time, not to fix anything, just to say thank you to yourself, to the mother in you, to the child in you, to the woman who is living and breathing, blooming and becoming herself with every breath. I love myself. I nurture myself. I am a mother to my child and to my own heart. Dear friend, I wish you to keep walking with steady feet, with a soft heart, and with the light growing within you. Whenever you feel lost, come back here where these words will always be waiting, like an embrace. You are never alone, because you always have yourself, and you have me. Whenever you need to be reminded you are worthy of love now and always,